Hello. This is the Bible in Fewer Words. We are Carol and Steve Wells. This is episode 212, the book of Daniel, chapter 4. Hi, Steve.
Hi, Carol.
We are just plugging along here.
Yeah, we're about a third through the book of Daniel.
Let's get through it then.
Okay.
Chapter 4. I, Nebuchadnezzar, am writing to all the people on earth.
I want to tell you all about the signs and wonders that God has done for me.
One night, I had a bad dream.
So I asked the wise men in Babylon to interpret it. None of them could do it. So I asked Daniel, whom I renamed Belshazzar, after my God, and in whom the spirit of the holy gods resides, to interpret it for me. I said to him,
Steve, wait a sec. Didn't Nebuchadnezzar already have a dream that he couldn't interpret?
Oh yeah, this is a new dream.
A new dream. I have a dream. I have a new dream.
So let's go back a little bit, maybe. I don't know. Do we want to? He told his wise men that they needed to tell him what the dream was and then interpret it for them.
Yes.
And they couldn't do it.
No. But Daniel said, yeah.
Daniel
yep,
could.
I can do that.
And he did it, yep. But now, in this episode, Nebuchadnezzar has another dream.
I see that.
I don't know if Nebuchadnezzar remembers that he had a dream before, because I don't think he mentions it here.
No, and he's going to tell everybody in the whole world.
The whole world. Yeah.
About this second dream.
About the second dream. So
okay.
I guess it's already happened. He's going to tell the whole world about it, and we're going to learn about it here.
Okay. Can't wait.
So where are we? Where do we want to pick up?
I think we want to pick up where I interrupted you.
Which was?
So I asked Daniel, whom I renamed Belteshazzar, after my God, and in whom the spirit of the holy God resides, to interpret it for me. So Belteshazzar, after his God.
Yeah.
So he is not Jewish anymore.
I don't know. I think he's confused. I don't know, okay. But that's another name in the book of Daniel. Mm-hmm. Those names are, sometimes Daniel that other name is used.
Yes.
Nebuchadnezzar's name.
And then Daniel's friends
they
also
have different names too, yeah.
He's a little confused.
We'll probably avoid that, hopefully, and just use Daniel most of the time. But
okay, so Nebuchadnezzar said to Daniel, O Belteshazzar, master of the magicians, I know the spirits of the gods are in you. Please interpret my dream for me.
Here's what I saw in my dream. I saw a tree that was so tall that it reached heaven and could be seen by everyone on earth. I have to kind of stop there because a tree that's tall enough so that everyone on earth could see it.
It's a flat earth.
It'd be a flat earth.
In case you're wondering.
It'd be a flat earth and people would have really good eyesight. Mm-hmm. Right? Because, to be able to see that far.
Yep.
That's what he saw. It's a dream, so we shouldn't take it too seriously, right?
No. Okay, so verse 13. A holy watcher came down from heaven and cried.
Before you go on, this is the only time in the Bible where that phrase, holy watcher, is used.
I have no idea what that means.
There are a lot of books that were written at about the same time as the Bible, and they were also considered to be holy books.
Okay.
There's a fancy word that they use for it, the pseudepigrapha.
That's a catchy name.
Yeah. So some of the books, the Book of Enoch, the Book of Jubilees, and also some of the books in the Dead Sea Scrolls mention these holy watchers. And these watchers came down from heaven. Sometimes the watchers are thought to be those guys that came down from heaven in Genesis 6, chapter 6, when they had sex with the daughters of men. Those are the holy watchers, or the watchers anyway from heaven, not so holy maybe.
Maybe. Also, the same angel that protected the three guys from getting burned in the last episode?
Maybe.
An angel like
that?
They
might be, yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyway, none of that's too important, but one thing I did want to mention, and I don't know if we want to mention it here, just that the book of Daniel is one of the last books to be written in the Old Testament or in the Hebrew Scriptures.
Okay.
At least to be approved and included in the Bible.
Okay, the other ones
probably
are just...
written in like 150 BCE, although supposedly it was written during the Babylonian captivity. Right?
Mm-hmm. They're lying. They're writing it in arrears, not in advance.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
And so the watchers that they're talking about here are sort of a newer idea. And so that's why it shows up here. It shows up in some of the other scriptures that were written about the same time that didn't wind up in the Bible.
Oh, okay.
So,
I get that. Verse 13. A holy watcher came down from heaven and cried, "Cut down this tree, but leave a stump with an iron and brass band. The chopped tree will live with the beasts in the grass, with his heart changed from a human's to a beast's, and let 7 times pass over him." All right, that is a weird order.
yes, that's a very strange thing, a strange dream. So we cut down the tree, a huge tree that reaches up so everybody can see it.
Yeah.
And then it's chopped down. And then we put a brass band around it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the tree that was chopped down is going to live with the beasts.
I mean, isn't it already living with the beasts? Oh, now it's laying down.
Yes,
Right.
but now it is like living with the beasts. It's going to be a beast.
Oh.
And it's going to eat grass.
Oh, that's right. And the heart of the tree is going to be changed from a human to a beast.
Yes. So
Wait a minute. It was human before?
Yeah, it was a human tree.
Okay.
Yeah. And let 7 times pass over him.
So like 7 years?
Well, no one knows.
We don't
Just-
know
it
what a
says-
time is.
No, but it says 7 times. This is the basis. This particular verse is the basis of the Jehovah's Witness belief that Jesus returned in 1914. A lot of people may not know that, but Jehovah's Witnesses believe that Jesus actually returned in 1914 and that he's been ruling on earth ever since.
And the mathematical equation for that is confusing, I think.
Yeah, it's confusing, but it's based on this verse with the 7 times. So I have a link down in the notes here to a jehovahswitness.org article that explains how this all happened. According to the Jehovah's Witnesses, Jesus returned in 1914. He gave control of heaven to the governing body of the Jehovah's Witnesses.
Oh.
And now they are ruling in God's place because Jesus gave him that power in 1914 when he returned. No one saw him, but he did it. He did.
All right. I'm not sure if I'd want to have the authority to rule in God's name as a church. Like, that's a big responsibility if you took it seriously.
Oh, they take it seriously. Yeah, they take it very seriously, and so do all Jehovah's Witnesses. They believe that the governing body has the direct authority from God to rule on earth,
Okay.
and that the actual governments are controlled by Satan.
Okay. And now verse 18.
Nebuchadnezzar said to Daniel, "Interpret this dream for me."
Daniel was astonished for 1 hour. So he just sat there thinking.
He had to think about it, I guess, yeah.
But then he said to Nebuchadnezzar, "The big tree in your dream is you."
You'll eat grass like an ox and live with the beasts. You'll get wet, and 7 times will pass over you. But your stump will be left standing.
You know, I could interpret dreams like that, just to say things that don't make any sense.
Yeah.
So verse 29. 12 months later, while King Nebuchadnezzar was walking in his palace, a voice came from heaven saying, "Your kingdom is being taken from you."
You will live with the beasts, eating grass like an ox. 7 times will pass over you.
And at that very moment, Nebuchadnezzar started eating grass like an ox. His body was wet with the dew. His hair grew like eagle's feathers, and his nails were like bird claws.
Yeah, there's no record of this in history. Nebuchadnezzar, of course, was a very important king. And this is stuff that they probably would notice if any of this actually happened.
So was he in his yard when he started doing that stuff?
No, I think he went out in the wilderness. And we don't know whether 7 times, what was that? If it was 7 years, why did you just say so? Why did you say 7 times?
And my next question was, he's eating grass. Like, if he's a beast, he ought to be eating something else.
No human could survive on grass.
I get it. So, verse 34. After this ordeal was over, I, Nebuchadnezzar, praised God.
And my kingdom returned to me like it was before.
So now I praise God, the King of heaven.
Yeah, So he's a Jew again.
He's a Jew again.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the first one was the first dream, and then the guys in the fire didn't get burned, and then
Now he's
this
doing
is the
it
second
again.
dream.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, that dream would be hard to interpret, and so it was really impressive. And it happened. This is after it happened, and he was wandering around
with birds' claws
and a heart of a beast and eating grass for 7 times.
Mm-hmm.
So he knows that happened, and so, well, you'd believe after that, right?
Yeah. No.
Well, if it happened, you might.
Yeah, maybe.
I think it's kind of an unlikely story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to think about that one some more.
I wouldn't spend a lot of time on it.
All right, Nebuchadnezzar, you have lived an interesting life.
Yeah, and his kingdom has been taken away from him, right? Or it's going to be.
Oh, no, but it was returned. Verse 36, and my kingdom returned to me like it was before.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know who took care of it during the 7 times, but
yeah,
Daniel probably, his
Yeah.
Secretary of State. No, what is it called?
I think he was Chief of Staff.
Chief of Staff, yes.
Maybe Secretary of State. Yeah, that's possible.
Okay, well, listeners, thanks for staying with us, even though we're being kind of kooky.
Yeah.
But sometimes you have to just lighten up this Bible a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I want to say thank you, Martin Watkinson, for the beautiful music you let us use at the beginning and at the end of our episodes. Okay, we'll see you next time, folks. Bye-bye.
Bye.